Hi guys, I'll come back for the requesting of my watcher, and today I will teach something different, like how to use a GridView inside GridView in ASP.NET, like nested GridView. So GridView is a very important control which is widely used of web development applications. GridView is nothing more than collection item that indicates what properties from the data source are included in the render output, like along with how the data will be displayed. And that is the GridView view mode. Display list of data items by binding a data field to column, and by displaying a column header to identity the field. There are lots of field which play important roles, like data source, uh, data item by binding a data field column, and by displaying the column header identity. There are lots of field which is play important roles, like role and bind data with data source, SQL data source to database. Some namely is bound field, template field, image field, etc. are there. When required to bind with bound field, with template field, with image field, and suppose you're required to show image inside the grid view, it's also possible. But now today I'll teach how to use grid view inside the grid view. It's a very simple to use a grid view inside grid view. Some simple steps are there when you're using a grid view inside grid view. uh, I'll just create one simple demo for using a grid view inside grid view. Do one thing, just create a new application, new websites. Just go to the file, new website, and just ASP.NET empty website with Visual C Sharp, and just change your name of the website, like nested GridView. Just click on OK option. Okay, it's created. Now just right click on your applications and just go to add new items and just add new aspx page, default.aspx. Just click on add option. Okay, now this is my aspx page. Before just creating your applications, before you just creating your application, you just go to the SQL server and just create a two tables, like for the one parent and another is child, like create table department. And my I've already created the tables department and employee. You just watch, create table department number is primary key and identity key also are there, and department name. Now just create table. After this, insert some value inside the department tables, like software, HR, sales, and technicals. Now just select the select star from department, just click on executes. This is my table. Which table? There is department table, right? After that, you just create another table, employee, and inside the employee tables, columns are emp number. This is primary key and identity key are there, and identity is starting from 101 and incremented by 2. Okay, now department number, which is used for references for the department tables. Department number integer constant, we are using a constants, and my constant name is ck underscore sw, and they pass the references of the department table of the department number column, right? Emp name is my column name, another column name. Emp address, emp salary, emp deductions. Okay, now create table and insert some value inside your tables, and I have just passed the department number 1, 2, 3, and 4. For the department number 1 is 2 data are there. For the department number 2, another 2 data are there. Or the department number 3, another 2 data are there, and same as 4. Okay, now select star from employee table. Now just run. Is there? Okay, now just go to the .NET and just open the as server explorer. Suppose it's not required, inside the left side, then just go to the view option and just open a server explorer. Okay, now shortcut key is Alt Control S. So we required, use the shortcut key. It's also possible. Just click on the data connections, click on add connections option, and just pass the server name And where is the server name? Just go to the SQL server, just right click on the page and go to the properties of the window and just copy your server name. This is your server name, right? Copy. Now Visual Studio and just paste inside this and just select your database. Suppose my database name is W97. Just click on test connection. It's success. Okay. Now click on OK option. Okay. Now just right click on your database and just go to the properties and just copy the connection strings. Okay. And just open web configurations file, and inside the web configurations file, inside the configuration, just open the connection string, and inside the connection strings write one tag add name, just pass anything name, just like SWD, and my connection strings I have already copied, and provider name, my provider name is system.data.sql client. Okay, now just save and just copy the name of the connection strings. Copy. Okay, inside the default.aspx you just create one grid view, asp colon grid view. My id is suppose grid view 1, run at server, and auto generate columns is false, right? Okay, now just save, click on design. Okay, design are there, and just click on task, auto format, just select any format. So I have created this, apply. Okay, now just click on view code, create some library for the connectivity of the SQL server using system.data .sql client, and another is using system.data. Okay, and another is using system.configuration for the catching the path of the SQL server connectivity in the web configurations file. Now if not is postback, then open SQL connections con is equal to new SQL connections. Inside the SQL connections, configurations manager dot connection string, and my connection string name is SWE dot connection string. Okay, now SQL command cmd is equal to new SQL command, and just pass cmd dot connections. My connection is gone, and cmd dot command text, and my command text is select department. Okay, now just open the gateway of the connection. Connections are open. Okay, now just open SQL data adapter. D is equal to new SQL data adapter. Create the object of the SQL data adapter is D. Just pass the inside the parameter cmd is a SQL command, and write just like it's very simple actually. SQL data adapter. After that, just create data set. ds is equal to new data sets. After that, data adapter dot fill inside the ds means you just fill your data inside the data sets, and just close the gateway of the connections. After that, your GridView name is GridView1 dot data source is equal to ds dot table 0, then GridView dot data bind. Okay, now just save default.aspx and inside the folder space is click on edit columns because I have a write code auto generate columns is false. Now create your columns. Bound field, another bound field for the department number. My header text is department number, and data field is column name. My column name is department number. Another header text is department name, and data field means column name is it name. Okay, this is department number is convert to the template field because I have used a label inside this. Okay, and just create another template field. Click on add option. This is my template field, and just pass the view header text, right? View details, view details. Just click on OK option. Okay, this is my view details. Just click on edit templates, and inside the view details template, in item template, just create two buttons, one and another. This is my one button. Just go to properties, and this pass button view, button name is btn view, and command name is cmd view. Okay, after that another button is text is height, id is btn height, and command name is cmd height. cmd height. Okay, after that just enter, and just enter one GridView inside the GridView, data GridView, okay. This is my GridView, auto format. Okay, now just save. First you run this application and just check out it's working or not. Okay, it's ready. Now after click on view option, it just show the data of the department table data. Just click on view option. Okay, now and template properties, just go to the events and just fire the event, throw command event, and just check out if e dot command name dot equals, suppose my command name is cmd. I have already passed it inside the button view button. Suppose my command name is cmd view, then and before this creating this coding, do one thing, you just go to the source option, and inside the button, this is my button, just pass command arguments, and inside the command argument just pass reminders hash container dot data item index, because I have a cache index of the data item, and same process into cancel, just copy and paste. Now just save. Okay, now just save and just go to the coding. It is the index, and my index is e dot command arguments dot toString. Just convert to the integer 32, Okay, and I'll just fetch one label. LPL DPT number is equal to label inside the GridView 1 dot rows. Which rows? Just pass the index dot find control. Which control will be finded? Just go to the default dot speaks, and I have found it department number this. Just go to the source, and inside the department number template, my label name is label 1. Just copy and just paste. Okay, and just find the button. Is not required. Just find a grid view only. Grid view, grid details is equal to grid view, grid view 1 dot rows. Which row? The index row dot find control. Which control to find it for a grid view? So default dot space, and I have created a grid view inside grid view. Which grid view? Grid view 2. Just copy this grid view 2 and just pass out inside this. Okay, now just see. Okay, SQL connections con is equal to new SQL connections, and just pass the configuration manager like this. Just copy, paste SQL command cmd is equal to new SQL command, and inside the SQL command, okay, cmd dot connections is equal to con, and cmd dot command text is equal to select what is emp number, comma, I have not required department number, the emp name, comma, emp address, comma, emp salary, comma, emp instructions, comma, department name inside the department table from employee left outer join with department on employee dot department number is equal to department dot department number, where department dot department number is equal to department dot department number is equal to, I will pass this label data which we have already created, we have already find it inside the label LPL department number, right? Just pass this label inside this department number is equal to inside the single quotation double quotation plus LPL department number dot text dot print. Okay, okay, SQL data adapter DA is equal to new SQL data adapter. Just pass the CMD, after that data set DS is equal to new data set. Okay, connections dot open data adapter dot fill inside the DS, and connection dot close. After that grid details dot data source is equal to DS dot table 0, and grid details dot data 1. Okay, after the binding this data, one thing, grid details dot visible is true, and my name is, for example, GridView 1 dot rows. Which rows? Index rows dot find control. Which control you find it? The button is find it btn view dot visible is equal to false, and GridView1 dot rows, which the index rows index index dot find control, and my control is btn height dot visible is true. Okay, now just save. After that, if e dot command name dot equals, suppose cmd height, then what happen? Then do one thing, grid details dot data source is equal to pass the null, and grid details dot data bind, and just copy these two buttons, copy, paste, and between view visible true and between height visible false. Okay, now just save and just go to the department for the race pics. Inside the template field, inside the view details, height, go to the properties and just visible as a runtime is false, means false, visible false, right? Just save. And inside the GridView 2 is a nested GridView, just go to the properties, and inside the properties just auto generate columns is false, auto generate columns is false, and after that just right click on the grid columns. After the grid columns, bound field 1 2 3 4 5. This is my emp number, employee id, and bound field data field is like emp number. Now another is employee name, and data field means column name is emp name. Another is address, and data field is, column name is emp address. Header text salary, column name is emp salary. Header text and deduction, and data field is emp deduction. Okay, now create another for the department name. Yeah, department name, and column name is deputy name, that name. Okay, now let's click on OK option. Good. Now just save and just check out in the run. Types is running. Just click on the option. It's working. Just click on hide. Hide. View. It's here. It's hide. 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 So it's a very simple to using GridView. Inside the GridView, just catch the index and just pass out the value of the, which is fetch your data for the reference table, and just fill your GridView, nested GridView. So it's very simple, not a complicated actually. Some simple steps are there using a GridView inside the GridView, and it's a very useful to creating a dynamic application for the reporting and all of things, like reporting per details, what department wise, yeah, employee details, anything. It's very useful. Okay, so it's very simple. This is my NestedGridView video. I hope you are enjoying to watching this video. Okay, thank you very much.